nchawa n'iru n'azụ, aka nchawa oge niile, aka nchawa n'iru n'azụ, aka nchawa oge niile, aka nchawa n'iru n'azụ, aka nchawa n'ebe m na-azụ ahịa, n'ebe m na-arụ ọrụ. I am evidence of grace. I am glittering in God. Akanchawa ka Chukwu jiri chọọ m mma. Ana m enwu ka kpakpando ụtụtụ. N'ihi na Chineke mewo m onye ọma. Abụzụ m onye akanchawa. N'ebe m na-azụ ahịa n'ọba akanchawa. N'ebe m na-arụ ọrụ n'ọba akanchawa. N'ezinụlọ n'ọba akanchawa. Akanchawa n'iru n'azụ m. Akanchawa n'iru n'azụ. Akanchawa n'ebe m na-azụ ahịa. N'ebe m na-arụ ọrụ.
These friends of the temple, na children of the temple, here was members of Eze-Ana, Restoration, Evangelical Mission. Akanchawa kunu genwe n'oge a, ihe ọbụla unu tinyere aka ga-abụ akanchawa. Ahịa unu na-azụ ga-abụ akanchawa. Ọrụ unu na-alụ ga-abụ akanchawa. Akanchawa ga-eso unu. Akanchawa ga-abụ unu n'iru n'azụ. Dịka onye isi nchụaja n'ụbọchị tụbara Eze-Ana temple, ekwubie m okwu n'isi unu, n'isi ndị nwoke, n'isi ndị nwaanyị. Asị m na ọ ga-adịrị unu mma, na unu ga-ejere obodo, na unu ga-anakwaziri obodo. Asị m na onye na-achọ unu ga-enwe ada. Unu gbuo n'ihu, unu ga-ebute mma. Unu egbuo n'azụ, unu ga-ebute mma. Unu egbuo n'aka ndị, unu ga-ebute mma. Unu egbuo n'aka ebe, unu ga-ebute mma. N'aha Chukwu Okike nke pụrụ ime ihe niile, ya gazie.
Ihe mmetụ aka gị ga-abụ akanchawa.
Viewers all over the world, ụtụtụ ọma. Egwu nụrụ kịta bụ egwu si na ngalaba n'afọ gbasara mgbasa ozi ọdịnala Igbo Ugochi tupu Eze-Ana temple a na-akpọ Nkwa group led by me. We have all the rights. Ọ bụrụ na ị like egwu nụrụ kịta, ya na iTunes, audio mark and rest of them, chọọ onye bụ egwu maka n'egwu ya. Yes. Ọ bụrụ for some of you that are seeing me for the first time, kpọọ m Ogbuefi Eze-Ana Ugochi tupu Eze-Ana ma ọ bụ kpọọ m Akajigbo. Abụ m onye isi nchụaja n'Ugochi tupu Eze-Ana temple. Anyị na-agba afọ gbaa afa mmiri emekwazi ọrụ mmụọ dị iche iche. Abụkwazi m onye isi nchụaja na Eze-Ana Restoration Evangelical Mission. Bụrụ onye mgbasa ozi ọdịnala Igbo. So you can call me a priest or an evangelist. I will answer. My mission is to help people live better life. N'ụbọchị taa n'oge awa nke eziokwu, isiokwu anyị bụ Inculturation is bad for Igbo spirituality. Inculturation is bad for Igbo spirituality. Before we dive into today's lecture proper, important announcement. We are still in the month of March. Our group rituals for the month is still ongoing. You can still join us anywhere you are because it's whole month ritual. Distance is never a barrier in any work we are doing in the temple of Eze-Ana. So if you want to join, what you have to do is to make token donation to the account number. Forward your 3 prayer requests. I get the bonus and I try and I go for the open. Then wow. Him there people say Ajaina or walk na. This to eje go them na temple to aja go for kubi okwu isi this onye lai. Ihe ka ị ga-eme to the last day of the month. Although the last day of the month. anyị jee na mmiri wute ihe ọnụ na-eri jee chụọ aja n'aha mmadụ dum, jee n'ebe nchụaja na-akpọ ọkalaete jee chụọ aja n'aha mmadụ, gbagotazie na tempụl jee n'ebe nchụaja chụọ aja to entities of powers, jekwazie n'ebe nchụaja jee gbuo ebu mee saraka. Nwanne chụwakwa aja maka na aja karịrị ọgwụ. Yes. So ọ bụrụ na ị dị interested n'iso na aja anyị na-achụ nwa ọbụla, chaatị ya m na WhatsApp, ma ọ bụrụ nwere ajụjụ nwere na nkụzi ya, ma ọ bụrụ ịchọ ka agbaala gị afa miri emi, chaatị ya m na WhatsApp 0805 7837672. I repeat, 0805 7837672. Let's now proceed. Isiokwu anyị n'ụbọchị tata bụ Inculturation is bad for Igbo spirituality. Kedu ihe bụ inculturation a? Ndị oke ọbịa, when they came to this part of the world, they came with martial plan to destabilize us and destroy what made us who we are, what made us tick, which is our culture and spirituality. Then don't forget that in early 18th century, they are the first people that came to this country, this part of the world for evangelization. They are Portuguese. I can't about the Portuguese. Don't you buy a poem? Did they Valanta Pro? Yes, if I can buy some poem, but not happen for me. They went round, but they did not succeed because our fathers did not really accept them. They went back. In 1885, the second group came, this time around from UK, the British people. Yes, the Catholic fronted Shanahan, whom they later made Bishop Shanahan, while the Anglican Communion fronted Samuel Ajay Crowder, whom they later made Bishop Ajay Crowder. When these people came, they came with a mission. They came, especially the Catholics, to neutralize us and put Igbo spirituality in bad light. So everything that concerns us, they are interested. Just to give dog a bad name in order to hang it. They first of all started with knowing fully well that our forefathers are not interested in whatever called gospel they came with. They went from the back door and drafted another system. They came back and they went to bees and be telling our fathers to send their children to school so that they will learn how to read and write. Our fathers, ignorantly, without knowing what their plans they have, allow their children to begin to attend school. Instead of them to teach morals, cultural values of a people, you cannot just, that's why the Indians and the Chinese, they still stood firm today. And that's the only reason why they are progressing massively as we speak. They don't joke with their culture and tradition, what made them who they are. Then they keep, but in our own case, they deprive us what made us who we are. They now came and introduced their own way of worship into our school curriculum. Begin to tell us that how their culture, the Roman culture and the Roman gods remain the best and superior to our own way of life and culture. That is how they slaughtered what they known that time as BK, Bible knowledge, or later CRK. All those things is to teach you about the culture of the Jewish people and tradition. So, the people, the Romans. So all those things is not healthy for our own culture. Thereby relegated our own culture and tradition to the background. That is what we are suffering today. To make the matter worse, they introduce what they call inculturation. Inculturation is that they wanted to water down everything that made us who we are, traditional wise. The how we live our life was bastardized because they introduced the way the Europeans live their own life. They intervene in our own marriage system. Don't forget that any society that want to go will start from the foundation. The foundation, the fabrics of any society start from the foundation of that society. Having a moral valued homes is the bedrock because the families beget the society and the society beget the government. I can tell you that the present president or our present governor is from home, from their various homes, and to the society. From there, we elected them to become our leaders. So when homes become something else, grooming and training become more difficult. And by if the homes are bad, definitely if the family upbringing and home structure is bad, believe in me, the society will be bad. Yes, and those people in our society will still be our leaders tomorrow. So if we really want a better society, we should go back to our tradition and begin to correct it. That is my problem with Matthias Ezeak. Matthias Ezeak will always be talking about government should provide this, government should provide that. I would like, how come we get to that point? Whoever that is governed, whoever is that is in government today, came from a family, came from a society. So once we get our families right, we will get our society right. And therefore the end product is someone we elected as the governor or position of authority from society. So so if you really want to get your structure right, go to the foundation. So what I'm calling on our people to come back to our roots. Coming back to our roots is not bad. Coming to our roots is to restore who we are and what made us tick. Let me tell you what will shock you. These people, they came and bastardized everything, starting from our way of life as a people, starting from our marriages, the way we live our life as people. They began to introduce what is not our way of life. And by so our people began to go into lesbianism, homo, and rest of them. All this is very barbaric in our culture. They destroy all those things we call alo. They began to tell people that you can come to church and the Reverend Father will do like this and their sins have been forgiven. Who does that? So they began to water down the moral value becomes so bad that today in our society, a father can sleep with daughter can sleep with father, brother can sleep with sister, brother can sleep with mother, relatives can sleep with each other. The moral value becomes zero. As if that one is not enough, they went into our school curriculum and messed everything up. How can you come to a people we are not teaching them the culture? Our culture and tradition and values should be one of the 10 people studying in the schools. But nowadays, no. Instead, you'll be teaching them the culture of another people, which is so bad. So as if that one is not enough, they enter into our tradition of how we crown our leaders. They bastardize it. Today, if an Igbo, who is an Igbo? Who is a traditional ruler? Traditional ruler is a custodian of his people. So for somebody to be a traditional ruler, the person must go through the process of traditional cleansing and traditional oath taking, because the person is a traditional ruler. not a foreign ruler, not a Christian ruler. It's traditional ruler. So the person must pass through the process of tradition. For you to be a traditional ruler of a kingdom, you must go purification. You must undergo cleansing. You must go through the oath taking, traditional wise, so that you will be fit to rule your people traditionally. That is what you should know. Then, but nowadays, they have bastardized it. You will see somebody to be crowned a king. They will go call Reverend Father. What does Reverend Father have to do with traditional oath taking? Now they will use mass to cover it. Do you know, I have seen some of these things and they shame me. You will see where they are crowning somebody a traditional ruler and Reverend Father is there celebrating mass, blessing the crown. For what? What is the man doing has nothing to do with Christian faith. Is oath taken as a traditional ruler. So he must pass through, and that passing through the process makes people to understand actually that they are here to serve their people with every sincerity and truth. But when they come do all the shaganiga and they Christianize everything in the name of Inculturation, you are bastardizing everything. And even that king on the throne will never carry his people along, because for his mind, he thought that what is necessary, what is important is what Christian stuff. No. For you to be a king, traditional ruler, you must pass through the process of purifying and oath taking of being sincere to your people. But in order to be doing the way they want, taking bribe and rest of them, they jump the process of traditional oath taking. They will go and prefer the one of Reverend Father. We do just hand like this, you are blessed. And that is to bastardize our institution, what made us who we are. Traditional institutions is what made us who we are, and is a symbol of a people. They went and bastardized it. Now, anybody that want to become king will pass through Oka ceremonies and the crowning, which is so bad. Let me tell you again what will shock you. There was, like I think last year, I saw a video where somebody is taking the process of becoming an also title holder in his town. And all the rituals was performed right inside his parlor. Who does that? Now, as if that one is not enough injury to the salt to the injury, they introduce a Reverend Father. It's Reverend Father that he put in the also title crown, cap on his head. Who does that? How can an ofeke? How can an ofeke? Because he called the person your spiritual father. They crown you. And also, all these things is putting everything in shambles. I can tell you, this thing is inculturation, which is too bad. They are trying to mix everything up. They introduce what is known and called today as Ozuka. What is Ozuka? Taking also title is a traditional stuff and must remain so. Today they are saying now they show Zondoka. Therefore, if you ask all the person that can you manile or say ya maka makana ya bo nyuka. You see okay gasa ile no ga na ekwu eziokwu mgbe dum o si na ya ma asa because na ya bo nyuka ma no choro ichi ozo. If you never problem see. So today as we speak now, various towns na Igbo now no in this terrible mess, because go some of them chill also, some of them are been and this also night. By so they causing confusion here and there. I know what the mechanism I put in place in order to begin to sanitize everything, the error done to the system over the years. So all those things is the problem. So what am I saying? What I'm saying is this. Every problems is blame when they are inculturation. So ihe niile mere anya ijide ebube, the family system, they abolish it and begin to take people under oath of for better, for worse. So for better, for worse, you stay in marriage and get killed. If not, all those things, they are interfering to our way of life as a people. It's becoming too disturbing. As if that one is not enough, they went into our way of life, our marriage, and they were like making their own look like more superior. Let me tell you, what is marriage is when you fulfill all the rights of the woman you want to marry, the lady you want to marry, is family rights, and the people are relative of that particular maiden handed her to you. That is when he perform all the rights. Whatever you are doing in the name of a wedding in the church is just gallivanting. So what am I saying? Is this, bro? They came into our system and destroy everything. They went into our way of Ichigwe. They helped our leaders. They bastardized it. They came to Ozo title, highly respected Ozo society. They went there and they advised their people to go into Ozo ship. They began to join into Ozo ship and began to destroy everything. In fact, virtually what made us who we are. Let me tell you again what will shock you. Do you know that these people went into masquerade of a thing? Now, Igbo will hear that way, Mamma, all here in our cages differentiate only about nobody. But then today, they came and they encouraged their people to be not even monk. Let me tell you another thing that will shock you. Do you know that even All Hallows seminary, that they have their own drum, they have like their own akunechenyi. Have you know the Tiwoku I want the other Reverend Father they made the other day. I see no the TM. What for? So they want to bastardize everything. I hold sacred. I remember when I was small. Before Mbammo. Number one, if you are a money neck a mother nafu. I'm gonna mowaban. Like I call Ayaka or Bosuna and the rest of them. Budia de Abiana Biaba. One more year about as announced one a mode to a one year upon Africa and wine and a boon. Mogu na Igbo nwere grade by grade. Enwere mmụọ a na-akpọ ọpịa kampara. Anyị nwere na be anyị. Anyị nwere ọtụbe. Ụmụ mmọnwụ niile ahụ mmọnwụ eji egwuri egwu nwoke na nwaanyị na-enene nke ahụ. Nwee mmọnwụ ndị odogwu. Ndị eji eje akwa. Like nke Angus. Like Ijele. Yes. Like Ajofia and rest of them, all those masquerade, adult masquerade, burial and rest of them, and some certain events. They don't want more waban. The abo Ayaka. When Ayaka was the two. Was Ayaka organize your kue or on a one choco. But you are not allowed to see the Ayaka or Basu. Because a band of monk. Mananda, but as he well would hear Basar masquerade were born. Whether man get them kill for fun, man kept we hear family and care Obodoji Deb. Have you got two among two up to a balcony, Tibenka. Under Inculturation, they are all to enter into everything that made people who they are and bastardize it. So, Obo na Bob and American are saying they will only chiroso. Nabon, Mana, no, they are so. Blame Mondo, Kamakana, but they send the auto to the chiroso. Hane busy, Hane is also on Toka. Oh, they bench one day, Madam invites Campbell on their body chiroso. In Manago, Chanon, Naman, Sonny Nago, Suno, who Kiaga, I saw. In our disagree on Eze. Onye nze nwere ihe ọ na-eze. Onye nze ga-apụ n'iro rie nri ọbụla, rie ihe ọbụla ọfụna. ma ọ mee nke a mee nke ọ na-eme ụfọdụ ihe nze na eze enwedịrị ihe ị na-eze ya ka iji bụrụ nze. Etu a ka ọ dị igwe. Onye ọbụla bụ igwe of his people mmadụ na o nwere ihe igwe na-asọ. Enwere ndị igwe ama edini na public, enwere ụfọdụ ihe a na-asọ because of the throne and position mana ndị abịa kịta bastardize ya kịta. Igwe na-ejezi hotel, igwe na-edizi ndị igwe na-emezi mmekasị. All those things we have our problem because emeziri na ndị mmadụ ada asụsụ nsọ, ndị mmadụ ada egburu, so many things bastardize everything, and that is the problem. Culture anyị mebie culture anyị. Ụfọdụ ihe na-eme ka ebube dị n'isi mmọnwụ, they nullify everything. They made everything look too simple. That is the problem. So what am I saying in essence? Inculturation is bad to Igbo spirituality. Onye chi ịza akpa ya za akpa, onye chi ịza kụrụ ya za kụrụ. Adịma condemn kwa Christianity in totality. Enwere some good thing. Mgbe Christianity ụgwa Christianity ọzọkwa kịta a na-epreach material things. Ama mgbe a o nwere some reverend father ya bụ iche ụka ma nwee ihe mụtara na kịta wa akọ mma ngozi na ndị ya. Gịnị ka m na-ekwu maka ya? Inculturation adịma akọta religion ọbụla, mana ihe m na-ekwu anụ ọbụla ka anụ onwe ya. Onye chi ịza akpa ya za akpa, onye chi ịza kụrụ ya za kụrụ, ọ bụrụ ịza akpa kụrụ. Mixing up the culture and tradition is so bad. Today, most of you na-eme marriage ugboro one. Ijego mee ego nwaanyị gbaa nkwụ tithes, ime ego with the immediate family, gbaa nkwụ with the entire ụmụnna. After that, somebody is still calling you to go and do white diamond church wedding. By so doing, you spend higher hard-earned money. The money here you do balo ezinụlọ ọhụrụ. Ihe ọbụla anyị ha bịapụta na be anyị fụ na ihe anyị na-eme, they must attach their own to destroy the main thread. Fada na-agbaghị akwụkwọ onye anwe nwa na anyị na even na Baịbụl ya na ọrụ nne na nna m nwa na-eji aka kpọrọ nwa abụghị onye na-etu asị anụwa nwa m gozie ezinụlọ. Ngwa na ọ bụrụ na nwa mmadụ ị na-anụ nwụọ ije nazi ezinụlọ ụmụ ya ga-eji erebe mfada gbara ụlọ akwụkwọ ebe ị nwere ego. So gịnị ka m na-ekwu? Nsọ na ihe ana Igbo ji dị ebube, ndị ekwesịrị ịga by into it mebisie ya. Ha abatara na-etu our family formation na etu esi anụ nwaanyị mebie ya. Introduce for better for worse. Bata na-etu gbasara echimechi, etu esi akra na king na Igbo spirituality, ha mebie ya. Ọ bụrụzi onye chọọ ichi igwe ojie na akacharị ụka fada bụkọzi ụgba sị na ọ bụrụ gị igwe. Who does that? Agụrụ ya nsọ ọma nsọ dịka dibịa dịka igwe. Tụa ka ọ dị na ndị na-echi ọzọ. Mgbe m chiri ọzọ nke m abara m n'ihe a na-akpọ akwụ ọzọ. Ị ga-aba akwụ ọzọ. Akwụ ọzọ bụ spiritual scanning. Ụfọdụ na-aba akwụ ọzọ they will not wake up. Wee sị the day a ga-emegide a ga-echiwe ha ọzọ because ị ga-anọ the day nọruo n'isi. Onye isi ọzọ a ga-eji ọmụ tụchie ebe gị onye isi ọzọ ga-abịa tụọ gị afọ agha ị aza afọ ọzọ gị for the first time. Isi n'ụlọ pụta. Other ceremonies malite. Mana ha ji bastardize ya introduce ọzọ ụka. Knighthood ha na-eme is not enough for them. Fụka ndị abalị into knighthood ha chọrọ ibe chi ọzọ. My problem nwere with it bụ bastardize the process. Ọ bụrụ na ị chọrọ ichi ọzọ, ịbata na ọzọ, follow normal process, the leather process eji echi ọzọ. Ọ bụrụ ebe ya introduce so many things very strange, or even say na ịma asa ile. Ọ dị bad. So ihe na-ekwu bastardize ihe anyị ji dị ebube ihe bụ nsogbu. By then to see everything. Mekwuzie ọtụtụ ndị mmadụ ndị na-abatara ọdara na amaokwu aka ndị na-aka. Ụfọdụ che na-egwu ọgwụ n'ọnya bụ the basic of Igbo spirituality. So they twisted everything. So I'm standing here to tell you that inculturation is bad. Let people or religion open a face ihu all ha. Not ịmalụ ihe ndị Igbo ji dị ebube. You formulate another one. They are very enticing to people, and people will follow you. At the long run, you affect the whole society because the moral value is so down now. Let me stop here. If you have any question into this lecture, we need to talk about our family. Chat them on WhatsApp 78376672. I repeat 0805 78376672 or 0813 8243871. See you tomorrow n'oge awa nke eziokwu. Ọ bụrụ na ọnwa egbu ọjọọ eji wee chụ aja emechaa na ọya ekwu ome. May the blessings of Chukwu Okike pụrụ ime ihe niile be with you all. May you be favored. May you be uplifted. See you tomorrow. Emesiana.